Hello everybody, this is Wallace McFish Sr. and we are back with more Kraaaaaw, the Cloud Mage here in Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. And the Shining One says, lead the forces of light to victory. So I guess let's do that. I apologize for the abrupt end to the video last time. I just had to go suddenly, I got a phone call and I had to stop recording. But yeah, so I was a little bit disappointed with the end of that video, so I thought I would record another video as quickly as possible just to make sure that you guys have something a little bit better to watch. You know, if you're watching this playlist and it just ended there, you'd probably be like, what the hell? The only plus I can think about is that maybe the short video length might have thrown you off and you might have thought that I died in that video. So maybe that's an unintentional positive there. So there you go. We'll psych you out a little bit with the video length. But in any case, I didn't do that intentionally. And let's just go, and I've got a proper hour or so to play right now, so let's go and do that. So anyway, here's the Freezing Wraith. I don't think we have any cold resistance in this game yet, so let's deal with him from a distance, destroying Freezing Wraiths with lightning spires, I guess. Are you not going to come this way? Are you coming around this way? Because I have to say, that'd be ridiculous. Alright, he is. Yeah, but we should be able to handle that. No problem. That is, what is this? Oh, that's just a modeled dragon hide. Yeah, I probably mentioned this before, but I get confused sometimes when I cast something. Like if I'm going to cast Lightning Spire and it turns gray, you see, and then I'm doing that and I'm looking and it looks like it's a flashing artifact or something. And I'm like, what is that flashing pink and gray armor? That's got to be something amazing. Okay, and that centaur is not a welcome sight to see. And it reminds me, in fact, that I had deflect missiles on the way. In fact, that was pretty much what I was training up right now. And it's not exactly castable yet, but it's getting to the point where I'll probably consider trying to cast it. Get him Lightning Spire. Let's back off a little bit so we can keep casting Lightning Spires as we retreat. Alright, yeah, Lightning Spire. How about let's place one a little bit advanced, so we get a little bit more room to fly away. Okay, cool. I do like this Lightning Spire. I do wish I had like a Lightning Bolt or something just to be able to do this myself. I mean, this is slightly tiresome, but it does work. There you go. What's my hunger on that, by the way? Getting there. It's getting down there. Excuse me. A runed bow. Interesting. Might prefer to learn some just conjurations. New cloak, we'll take it. A new kind of potion. Now remind me, what have we not discovered in this game? Cure mutation, experience, decay. Alright, so there's a couple of bad ones in there. It's probably worth identifying this when we get the chance. Slime creature about. Let's throw up a Lightning Spire and a dog. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We'll throw a Lightning Spire right here, actually, so we can just triple team this guy. Very good. I don't know where the rest of the slime creatures are. Very rare that you'll see one slime creature at a time. Unless he was like a shapeshifter or something. I don't know about any of this. I mean, this is nice to have around. It's always good to have restore abilities available for the later part of the game, which I've sort of committed to. And you know, you can never have too many potions of curing or whatever. I think I've got a fair number right now. Yeah, so we're not going to buy anything right now, but it's good to know that that's there. As a living, breathing life form, this game we can appreciate a potion shop. What's that? A helmet. No good for our enormous bird head, unfortunately, but we have a pretty good hat already. In fact, that's probably like our best armor, other than our purgy armor, of course. Yeah, we've got all the slots filled. We just don't have them filled by anything particularly good. Our armor could stand to be a lot better. Our ring slots, our jewelry slots are looking better, but we could use some better armor. Glowing robe. Yeah, we could get that salamander hide armor, which would be pretty cool. We discussed that. There's also the Robe of Resistance, which might even be better for me slightly, considering I need cold resistance right now more than anything. Although really more than anything, I'm just good, honestly. We haven't run into any seriously major resistance yet that we haven't been able to handle. Excuse me, I'm having a coughing fit here. Alright, Dungeon 14. We already saw the vaults, right? Yeah, we must have done it in the last video. So, the last video wasn't a total wash. We did some things, I'm sure. I'm sure it was hilarious. Entertaining. Alright, we have excellent fire resistance, so I'm not too afraid of him. Let's get a dog. Just tab him a little bit. Helpless salamander. It's a salamander, man. I mean, I guess it's like some sort of intelligent beast or something in the Kraaaaaw mythology. And I mean, in other mythologies, in that sort of the Dungeons and Dragons style, Tolkien style mythology. But it's a freaking salamander, man. It's an amphibian. I don't know about the Shining One sometimes. This is sort of more like a imposed conduct on ourselves right now more than anything. It's not really being much of a benefit. But it will be later on. Okay, yeah, can we like hide behind this guy? Yeah, go and shoot him up. Let's shoot. Whoa! That did a lot of damage. I'm gonna back off a little bit. Back off one square. Is there a door here? No, of course not. One more step. Missed again. Alright, we're gonna back away. Step around the corner. Step around the corner. Alright, now we're gonna heal up a little bit. I'm gonna quaff one of those heal wounds. Alright, that makes me feel quite a bit better. Let's start flying. Let's get a dog going on. Alright, and let's actually get closer to him. Alright, step here and here. Alright, good. Now we can tab at him a little bit. Helpless. Did you see what he did to me? He was just about to kill me. Alright, well, Warg should be able to finish him off, I think. Good job, Warg. He's got a Lantern of Shadows, which is unacceptable. Shining One doesn't approve. Okay, I guess we can just get a dog and tab this guy, probably. Yeah, this is fine. Actually, I mean, having the summonings actually synergizes quite well with the Shining One. Not only because he will directly bless them and things like that, but also because, well, if the Shining One doesn't approve you killing somebody, he wouldn't mind your summon doing so. Although usually the reason why they're distracted is because they're attacking your summons in the first place. So I don't know, maybe that's, maybe I'm just rationalizing here. We'll enchant this up a little bit. Got some sharks. I think we'll definitely throw a lightning spire in over here. And then we'll start tabbing these guys a little bit. I think we'll be okay. Yep, that's destroyed. Let's back off because they do hit pretty hard. Lightning spire here. Good job. Another wolf. Lightning spire, how about not touching the water this time so it can actually not be harmed. Although that may just encourage them to turtle. Yeah, we can take these sharks. Tap through these sharks. Nice, level 15. Okay, and I was just thinking about this actually. What stat points we want to get? And our dexterity is really good. I'm almost thinking intelligence. Let's just get some proactive intelligence. Maybe get our spell hunger down a little bit, and hopefully we're going to learn some even better spells in the future. Some high-level air and summoning and stuff. So let's be level 19 intelligence. Makes sense to me. Couple of sharks, that's pretty good. How's our deflect missiles coming along? 54%. I am perfectly willing to try that. I created some rain. That's actually amazing. I think that's amazing. I've never seen that miscast effect before, and I really, really like it. Well, cool. Let's keep miscasting. Or hopefully not. 1 in 2 chance. Nice, we got deflect missiles online. So yeah, and that's only going to get better. Because it's now castable. Well, Charms is still only at 3. That's pretty lousy. let's still keep getting this a little bit better. We want that to be better than 54%. But this makes me feel a lot better about things like Centaur Warriors and stuff. Did you see how that Centaur Warrior was wailing on me? And do you see how little health I have right now? Less than 100 still, even though I'm at the bottom of the dungeons. No luck with the cloak still, although they're brand new. Uh-oh, a Tengu skeleton. That's pretty ominous. Let's just bash him to death. I'm sure the Shining One will appreciate that. Ice Beast, again, yeah, we don't have the cold resistance, so just take care of that. It's not very threatening by now, but still. Still, you know? Alright, get out of here. Also, I should definitely be able to fly permanently by now, right? Fly. Let's try that. Okay, Lightning Spire, see if we can take this guy out from a distance. Again, it would be really nice to have, you know, just like some, a lightning bolt spell or something like that. Seriously, airstrike. Airstrike is what I was really looking for. Alright, we've got some unidentified potions. We would really like to get... Oh, I'm picking up needles still. You should absolutely not do that. No, wait. Oh, I just found them. Never mind. Cool, well here's a scroll of identify. Let's check out my potions. Cure mutation, that's good. In fact, I'm just going to drop that over here. Because that's pretty important. Oh, hello, Mr. Gargoyle. Alright, I don't think they care too much about electricity, so let's just get a dog, step, and start tabbing. Yeah, those stone arrows should be mostly deflected by now. Yeah, deflect missiles is just the best spell in the game. I know I say that about a lot of spells, but I really mean it about this one. Go get it. Go get him, boy. Yeah, take one for the team. Okay, it's an Efreet. Do you think that means that there's Azrael around here? Or do you think it means it's just an Efreet? I mean, we should find the entrance to the depth somewhere around here, and that usually means there's some crazy creatures guarding it. Yeah, so... What's that? Shallow water covered with mold? Seriously? I was not aware that water could get covered with molds. But there you go. Oh, throwing fireballs at me, that's pretty rude. Chimes up to 3, I kind of appreciate that. Efreet making that moldy water steam up, I can't imagine that smells very good. Let's get a lightning spire right there. Oh, okay, there's an electric eel, so let's take this party back over here. Hey, party's over here, guys. Lightning spire will be relocated for your pleasure. Lightning spire. I mean, if the lightning spire weren't actually attacking you, it seems like it would be pretty entertaining, right? You could have it do sweet Tesla coil tricks. I mean, if I went to a party with a huge Tesla coil, I would be amused. Get this. Get him. Alright. This is annoying me. Do I have... I don't have electricity resistance, right? No. That was my demon spawn game. I feel less protection from missiles. I do have deflect missiles, though. So I might be able to pull this off. Alright, let's just get in, tap him a little bit. I'm less protected from missiles, but I just gotta kill him. Alright, good. And now we can cast that again. Deflect missiles is D. That's perfect. Perfect letter for it. So long as the name of the spell contains at least that letter. Like, I wouldn't mind if it was E either, because of deflect. That E there is fine. In fact, I often put airstrike on I for strike, as weird as that sounds. Although invisibility is also a good candidate for I. If you play a wizard, you've got all these spells, you just have to sort of come up with these little mind games in order to remember what they all are. You know, come up with these little mnemonics. So, as I said, for example, my blasty spell is usually on F. Uh-oh. Well. Get him, boy. Well, I'm confused. Good. Alright, let's take care of this massive fungus problem. Okay. Like with Dithmenos, it's kind of hard to see where the trail is leading you, because my whole field of vision is covered with this big old halo. There's a couple more over here at least, apparently. What's up, guys? Alright, here, let's just do that. Throw up a lightning spire. Kill some sharks. Back away from the engulfment. Yeah, it looks like I do have permanent flying by now, which is pretty great. It means that my EV is going to be astoundingly high. The fungal colony is destroyed. Great. So we got the last of that, which is good because I didn't really want to deal with it anymore. Okay, go back away. Okay, good. That's much more manageable. Oh, shapeshifter. Never mind, I forgot. Can't eat shapeshifter meat or it'll mutate you. Ice dragon, huh? We could totally wear some like ice dragon armor if we wanted to. I mean, it would be pretty silly maybe, but we could do it. Get him. Get him, guy. Alright, here we go. We can get this. We can totally get this. Okay, never mind. Well, there's two of them. Let's get another one. And I think we should just be able to tap them with the lightning spire support. We don't have any cold resistance, and well, you know, dragons are pretty scary. But we do have deflect missile. Alright, yeah, deflect those all. We've got ice dragon hides over there if we need them. We've got money, 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 and the depths. Cool, yeah, we're at the bottom of the dungeon. We made it at least that far. Alright, yeah, we don't need all this flesh. Although, what am I carrying around that's so heavy? Done exploring. I guess we're going back to the stash anyway, right? Because, well, next up would be a lair branch, I think, right? I mean, that seems like the most sensible thing. We could just hit up one of the lair branches. We could go to Elf or something, but that seems stupid. I think the much more reasonable thing to do is go to... And remind me again what my choices are. I think I remember it was the two commercial branches, quote-unquote, the commerce branches. So it would have been Snake and Shoals. And yes, I am correct in thinking so. So, I think what we're going to do, yeah, we're sort of okayly prepared for both of them. Okayly, that's a great adverb right there. You know, we've got deflect missiles, which is really nice for Shoals. But Shoals is hard. I could fly, too, yeah, so I am pretty well suited for that. However, I am also well suited for Snake right now. What with my poison resistance and fire resistance. I don't have electricity resistance. We're fast and everything too. Yeah, we should probably poke our head into Snake and see how it goes. I think that's the plan. Let's drop a lot of this stuff because we don't want it. Fire, cold, fireball. What don't we need? We have too much stuff. One paralysis. Ding. Alright, we need to keep our important ones. Polymorph. We can yeah, we can use these wands on some of these snakes. Alright. How about, yeah, this rotting flesh, obviously. One of these bread rations. Choco, amnesia. One of these. Too much vulnerability. 8 potions of curing, that's probably too many. Potions of berserk rage, yeah, we'll barely probably use ever. Potions of resistance could come in handy. Potion of heal wounds, you can afford to drop one of those. Potions of brilliance, yeah, 2 of those. Potions of restorability can stay here. And how does that do for us? Down to 79% with a bunch of slots open. I think that's probably good for now. Plus, we're exploring the lair branches which are close to our stash, so we can always come back in a moment's notice. So let's fly, swoop on down to the snake pit and see what happens. I think we could be okay. Or we could die horribly. Mana Viper. Alright, so yeah, let's get up one of those and a couple of shadow creatures. Yeah, we got a Naga Warrior. That's a pretty good start to our shadow creatures thing. Okay, yeah, that's a good shadow creatures, right? Good, alright, so maybe I should just be gratuitously casting shadow creatures. That was probably even more than I needed. But, you really can't complain about overkill. Also, I can't cast haste when I'm wearing this stupid, amulet, right? Yeah. Am I ever going to wear that ring Zowl? I'm not sure. We'll see. If I transition away from the point where I'm going to use slaying at all, then we'll see, I guess. Falchion. Uh-oh. It's Izul, and he put us to sleep. Okay, we are fortunately doing a pretty good job of magically deflecting things. Wow, alright, so it was pretty crazy. We fell asleep from Izul. Let's make sure we have a Lightning Spire. I'm not casting deflect missiles very well right now. Let's get a Lightning Spire right here. Let's get, I don't know, a Shadow Creatures. And let's just start hitting him. I think we can just afford to hit him a little bit. Okay, so Bolt of Poison hit us. Fortunately, Lightning Spire. Alright, yeah, so we're helpless right now. He's helpless right now. So we can afford to recast Deflect Missiles. Because, well, it seems like that's the way he was doing the most damage at us with his Poison Arrows or whatever. That's just a regular Naga. Let's see if we can get a little bit luckier with a... yeah, alright, so we've got a Water Moccasin. Again, not exactly what we're looking for. One more. Alright, Black Mamba is better. One more dog to round things out. Okay, and you can notice me anytime, or you can just deal with my Black Mamba. Have you met my Black Mamba friends? Alright, great. That was easy. Slightly. It was a little scary when he put us to sleep. We need better magic resistance, I guess. Lightning Spire, a couple of Shadow Creatures. Perfect. Alright, we got a Naga Sharpshooter on our side. So I kind of like this. Yeah, let's get another Shadow Creatures. Whoops, this is a little scary. 2 Black Mambas. Shadow Creatures. Shadow Creatures. Okay, Black Mambas versus Black Mambas. Yeah, we should be able to just attack these guys down now, though. Alright, kill the Black Mamba. There's an Anaconda. That's probably what was doing me damage. Let's not forget that we can use charms on these snakes if we need to. Even if I forget, you don't forget. If you're ever playing through the snake pit. Remember, snakes have relatively low MR, and you can use your wands on them even if you don't have much evocation training. And especially if you do have evocation training. Naga Warrior, okay, fine. Alright, yeah, a couple of dudes. Attack them. Yeah, we got this. No. Whatever. Lightning Spire up. Good. Yeah, so I mean, our summonings is more than capable of dealing with all this right now. Don't think I've forgotten about that Evening Star of Distortion either. Okay, Shadow Creatures. Lightning Spire here. Step over. Whoops, I'm constricted. Step over. There we go. Alright, they're surrounded. They're gonna die. Yeah, I should probably be trying to steal those kills. I haven't really come into too much real danger. It would be nice to be able to snipe those kills. Alright, Shock Serpent we don't have the capability to deal with, really. So we won't even try. That's the nice part about summonings, and that is sort of the nice part about Shadow Creatures, is because it's random. You know, you sort of get a grab bag, which means although it doesn't work all the time, you know, if you keep spamming it, eventually you're going to get something that will do the job. Hopefully. It's sort of like a Chaos Weapon. You know, Chaos Weapons, you know, they're unreliable, but if you keep poking someone with a Chaos Weapon, eventually you're going to get through somehow. Or, okay, yeah, we can tap this guy, right? Tap, 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 tap. Anacondas are pretty tough. But we got it. Yeah, or Malign Gateway is like the grown-up version of Chaos Weapons. I've only cast that only cast that spell in one game so far, but it was really, really entertaining to do so. I highly recommend it. That was my Octopode win. I had Malign Gateway and Summon Horrible Things both. It actually, I mean, in retrospect, that would have been a good way to go in our Tim game, because we had that ring of sustainabilities that we were wearing all game. but it was not to be. We didn't even get really to use our necromancy, which is a shame because I wanted to. If we had learned Death's Door or something like that, maybe we would have had a shot at escaping. Let's keep doing this. Okay, how about let's just step forward and tap them. We need to get our deflect missiles back up right quick. But we can tap through these guys. Yeah, okay. That's no problem. Alright, whoops, can't do that. There we go. Replace my full status with deflect missile status. Makes sense to me. What's this? A rod of some kind. Have I seen any other staffs? Ruined quarterstaff, but yeah, it's not what I want. There's a staff of poison. Yeah, can we just tab this guy? Yeah. Good. Now a rod, what do we got here? A rod of clouds, and the shining one does not approve of that, apparently. So let's just forget that exists. Plus it's -2. We're not carrying around a subpar rod of clouds. I've got standards here, you know? Shock serpents absolutely calls for shadow creatures. They can be poisoned. Yeah, there we go. Like that, for example. Black Mamba, yeah, let's get a Lightning Spire and just a little tab action. We've been fighting Black Mambas since the lair. Of course, they were top tier threats back then, but now we can handle them with aplomb. And we have other top tier threats to deal with. Alright, bread rations. We are accumulating food, which is good. Can always drop some of it back off at our stash. Alright. Deflect missiles is getting real castable. I'm tempted to turn some more of this back on. Like, let's still get our fighting back on, I feel. Is it worth getting a couple points of armor for this troll leather armor? I don't think I'm going to wear anything much heavier than this. Yeah, it's probably worth a couple of points, though. Got my buckler. Have I seen any better shields? Yeah, I mean, there's shields, which we should upgrade to at some point. So let's bear that in mind as an option. Alright. Tab. Okay, we need a little bit more summon support than this. There we go, that ought to do it. Good. Alright, Snake 1, no problemo at all, no issues. So that's encouraging. We made it past the first floor of the lair branch, so we're already doing better than our other game. By the way, this is somewhat random, but I've been playing the game FTL over the past couple of days, Faster Than Light. And I don't know if you guys have heard of it before, but it's sort of like a roguelike-ish style game, except more based around space exploration, and it's really super fun. I actually just beat the game on hard, which was thrilling because it is also quite hard, even on the easier difficulty levels. So I just wanted to endorse that. Maybe I'll put up a couple of videos later if I feel more confident in my skills. I don't know, you know, I've been playing other games other than Kraaaw lately. For a few months I was playing nothing but Kraaaw. Now I've been branching out a little bit. But enough jabber, let's go downstairs. Hello, Mr. Adder. You picked the wrong day to hang out next to the staircase. Alright, Anaconda should not be an issue. Yeah, he'll constrict us a little. Yeah, okay. I really just want a couple of points in armor. I don't even know if it's worth it. Whoa, okay, let's back off here. Let's throw up a lightning spire just to get something going in the way. Yeah, he can just throw lightning bolts at him as they go. And considering Nagas are quite slow, this strategy should work reasonably well. I mean, so would just lightning bolts if I had lightning bolts. Okay. Oh, cool. Didn't even notice him. Get him. Alright, here, this guy we should just move towards and tab. These guys are normally a huge pain. They often do a ton of damage. With deflect missiles, it's a little less scary, though. Seriously, a lot of things that would have terrified us, like 20 minutes ago are no longer terrifying to us because of deflect missiles. I feel better if we go into the shoals. I feel much better here. I feel much better about those Centaur packs that you saw, that Centaur Warrior. Just this very video gave us a huge amount of trouble. Not so any longer, I hope. Alright, lightning bolts. Let's get a couple of shadow creatures. How did I miscast that? Alright, we've got one of these guys. We have to get close to him and attack before my deflect missiles goes off. Oh, he was trying to teleport me, but I was able to resist. That's pretty neat. I guess my cool amulet is paying off slightly. Slightly. I realize I can't even wear that if I want to use haste on myself, so it's going to be not our best amulet going into the future. What's going on down here? Apricot tree? Do snakes eat apricots? Well, I guess that Nagas aren't snakes. They have the upper body of a human, and so I imagine they at least share part of the gastrointestinal tract of a human. I don't think they have any sort of inherent carnivory or anything like that. So maybe that's okay. I take it back. You guys are allowed to eat all the apricots you like. Okay, that was a good shadow creatures. Now we move in for the kill. Oh, never mind, because the shining one won't have it. Okay, yeah, that's really annoying, but at least we can sop up a little bit of experience. Yeah, how about you guys take care of that? Alright, yeah, let's get more shadow creatures, because that's fun. What would be great right now is airstrike. I know I've said that so many times. Lightning Spire up here. Alright. Yep, let's just step forward and kill this guy. Alright, good. Whoa, what are you doing here? Oh, that was a shock serpent shooting at me. Alright, I thought that was my lightning spire gone rogue. Okay, yep, you can go here. Shock serpent there is kind of annoying, but I guess the best thing to do is just kill it. Yep. Whoa, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, dog time. Good, alright, he's dead, and my only other... That Naga's an ally. Alright, so good. Good, very good. Landed on our feet there. Whole bunch of enemies swarming at us, but no problem, honestly. Potion of Commutation, let's just leave that there again. You know, I mean, we'll get them if we need them. But I don't want to be carrying those around for any period of time, because it's pretty much one of the more valuable potions in the game. One of the more valuable consumable ones, anyway. You know, I mean, if it were just a potion of experience or something like that, I would just swap it right now and not have to worry about it being in my inventory. But it's not. Cool. Alright, very good. Naga friend, fine, alright. Yeah, Naga sharpshooter, you can go and die, please. Okay, we've got two Naga sharpshooters on our side, so that evens things out a little bit. You take care of some of those guys, Mr. Lightning Spire. Yeah, you got this. You got things under control. This is looking a little bit more perilous than I expected at first glance. Maybe we should retreat slightly. One nice thing about the snake pit is it's relatively easy to retreat. Because, well, you know, I mean, the snakes are so slow. I mean, not the snakes themselves, but the Nagas are super slow. Which always struck me as kind of odd. I would think that a slithering snake person could be capable of moving quite quickly. But I don't know, you know, I mean, I don't know much about Naga biology or anything like that. Oh, there's a guy right next to me, of course. That's dumb. Alright, that was me just not seeing it because I can't see the difference between black and dark blue. Okay, are you going to die anytime soon? Can we get another lightning spire right here? And maybe another shadow creatures. I can't get away though. Alright, so I might as well just keep tabbing. helpless Naga warrior. Yeah, well, at least we can get away. Get him. Nice. Nice. Alright, armor's up to 2. I wonder if I can squeeze one more point of AC out of my troll leather armor. I wonder how much armor that would take. In any case, I'm almost done training it regardless. Okay, we've got a shock serpent versus a shock serpent and a lightning spire. A lot of electricals going on here. Good, alright, we didn't get hit by the aftershock. Ha 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 ha. Nice, a little bit of shock serpent flesh, which is electrifying on the tongue. You guys ever tried that, like, miracle berry stuff that, like, changes your taste buds around so that sour things taste sweet? It's pretty crazy. Flavor tripping, as it's called sometimes. I tried it one time, and it was pretty exciting. Blew my mind, man. Totally changed the whole way I look at tastes. Kind of. It wasn't that mind-blowing, although it was pretty cool. I do recommend it. I mean, it's not the sort of thing that you expect to exist. Hey, look, a nice looking cloak. There we go. Alright, good job, you guys. That was very efficient. Cloak. Let's hope it's not cursed. Alright. Oh, dude. Cloak of Preservation. That's the perfect cloak. That's an endgame cloak right there, unless we find like a much better Rand Dart or something. You know, we might wear the Cloak of the Thief or the Cloak of the Flash or something over that, but I'm impressed, game. I'm pleased. I'm pleased by your generosity. Stop that. Get him. Come on, you guys can handle this. You know you can handle a shock serpent. Just poison him to death. Good. Maybe I should have just done it myself. This is why we need a Staff of Air, see? And I guess I won't. Maybe I'll keep my Maces and Flails where it is, and then I will just train up my quarter staves a little bit, my staff skill a little bit, just to be able to use a Staff of Air as sort of a weapon. Although, I don't know, that's probably not a great idea. I mean, the elemental staves are not great weapons. Although dealing electricity damage to people is pretty cool, and having electricity resistance yourself will make me feel a lot happier about, like, those shock serpents, for example. Also being able to cast higher level air spells like Ball Lightning or something like that, which I've never even cast, because I've never been in a situation where I can cast it and have electricity resistance at the same time, or had the, you know, compulsion to. I had other spells. I've used Chain Lightning before, which is okay. Alright, here we go, down to the 3rd level of the snakes. I'm hoping we will find some cool shops or something, as I mentioned. That was a good one. Alright, very good work. We got a Guardian Serpent. Yeah, man, shadow creatures can summon you some pretty top-of-the-line stuff. Or some weak stuff like that. We got water moccasins, which are nothing. Space warps around me. Well, that's rude. Let's just get a Lightning Spire. There we go. Alright. Don't have too much to worry about in the way of potions or scrolls being destroyed anymore, because guess what? We got a Cloak of Preservation. Oh yeah. Hog. There's a hog here. Does that mean that Kirky is around here? Wouldn't be surprised with these abundance of hogs. I'd say it's quite likely that we're about to run into Kirky, Circe. I always thought it was Circe, man. I always thought it was C-I-R-C-E. That's the way I always saw it in school. And I always pronounced it Circe, because I thought it was like that. Although I guess maybe the K is more... I don't know if they just changed that because it's crawl and they didn't feel like using the real name, or if that's actually like the more appropriate Greek spelling or something, and it should be pronounced Kirky with a kappa or something. I don't know, man. Yeah. There she is. Hello. She knows a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, I wish I knew Monstrous Menagerie. We would totally be able to cast that and throw that right back at her face. Alright. Yeah. If we just keep casting shadow creatures, it's possible to just abjure our creatures instead of actually trying to fight us too much. Get Circe. Circe is the important one. Yes, you heard me. Kill Circe. Alright, that's actually going pretty well. Lightning Spire can go up like right here. And let's just tab a little bit. Kirky's almost dead. That's good because those hogs will die. Let's see if we can kill this anaconda. Kirky dies. Great. Charms up to 6. Cool. All right. They turned back into people because guess what? They were people. Did you ever read the Odyssey? That's the way it worked, I guess. I actually haven't read the Odyssey in a long time. I didn't remember if they turned back to people or if they just were people who were turned into pigs. Okay, yeah, this is slightly annoying. Let's get a few more shadow creatures here. Oh, it's Vashnia. All right, we don't want to fight Vashnia. Not one bit. I'm leaving. Vashnia has killed me before, and we're certainly not fighting Vashnia without a full tank of gas, at least. Let's see. With deflect missiles, we might be able to take her out. You know, this is the most dangerous. Vashnia is basically a trumped-up Naga sharpshooter with a pack of them to help. Normally, I'm terrified of Naga sharpshooters. Now, I'm feeling okay about them because of the deflect missiles. Which reminds me, we're down to 24%. Haste is only at 93%, though. I should get my charms up some more. Maybe my spellcasting a little bit. Yeah, I'll get my spellcasting up to 10 in the near future. I'd like to get my armor maybe up to like 5. Alright, here's Vashnia. Okay, let's see if we can take this one at a time if possible. Alright, shadow creatures, shadow creatures. Shadow creatures. Alright, we really need as many shadow creatures as we can get. Go and get them. I think she blunk away, which suits me fine. I mean, the more we can deal with these people one at a time, the better. Also, that Mana Viper is excellent choice right now, I think, because they can't cast something like Portal Projectile. That was a good choice. Alright, all you guys, go get them. Nagapack ho! Alright, and if we have to leave at some point and come back and get the others, that's totally fine. We are not above stair dancing. In fact, that's sort of how you gotta play this game. We did get shot a couple of times. Vashnia is sort of going down, though. How can we contribute to this battle? Can I shoot like something at them? Alright, more shadow creatures. Another good shadow creatures. I'm satisfied with that hit. Alright, go get Vashnia. Alright, let's see if we can milk this. We'll just stand on the stairs for a minute and see how long we can last. Yeah, alright, getting a little terrified here. But it would be so nice. Oh, Vashnia's right over here next to us. Alright, one hit and she should go down, right? Helpless Vashnia. No, 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 no. Helpless hardly. Alright, let's go up the stairs. Oh, but she probably won't follow us. Attack! Attack! I'm going to quaff a potion of heal wounds just to make me feel a little bit better. Attack Vashnia. Alright, dude, seriously. Kill Vashnia. You have to kill Vashnia. I don't care about the others. Get a dog to finish the job. Can you finish? Can you do this? Crap. Alright, one more heal wounds. Alright, you can see me now. So I'm going to blast you with cold. Vashnia is resistant. Oh, you're resistant to cold? What? She is? She must be wearing some sort of cold resistant armor. Alright, wand of fire it is then. Killed Vashnia. Alright, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Good. Yeah, alright, see, that was a pretty tough fight, right? Vashnia is no joke. Alright, I mean, we could have probably left and taken it again. But, yeah, man, I mean, seriously, you could imagine if we didn't have deflect missiles. That fight could have been much worse. So let's go and polish off these sharpshooters down here. A couple of shadow creatures, lightning spire here. Yeah, that should be enough, I think. Alright, no, nothing but helpless. Good, alright, black mambas, giving in the business. Eat a little bit of Naga meat. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we've taken out a couple of uniques here. Kirky never really gives me much trouble. Vashnia has killed me in the past. Shadow creatures. Yeah, good. Good. Take this guy out. Good, alright, good. Alright, very excellent. Magic mapping. Okay, okay. Helmet we can't wear, but we wouldn't want to anyway. Lightning Spire can go here. Tabbed our way through some Naga mages. Nagas. Oh boy, we got some Nagas around here. Ring of Teleportation, we already have one. What was this? One paralysis, we don't really need it. Auto pickup is on. Okay, Greater Naga. This is where you separate the men from the boys. Alright, Greater Nagas are no joke, and I'm a little surprised to see one on Snake 3, although maybe I shouldn't be. Alright, okay, yeah, alright. So we've got a pretty good loadout for dealing with them right here. Yeah, get them. That's going to be perfect. No problem. Alright, if you've got the right tools for the job. By the way, alright, yeah, we have the ability to go bless something if we wanted to. We have the full RN+++. We could bless a weapon at an altar. It's probably going to be that Evening Star, unless we've seen a Demon Whip. No. Yeah, we could just tab through you. Good. Also, it might be nice to get my invocations up a little bit, just so I can cast some of these cool Shining One abilities. It would be nice to be able to get like a Sweet Angel, if necessary, but not even at this point in the game. Deflect missiles, please. Alright, Lightning Spire, Shadow Creatures, more Deflect Missiles. Okay, yeah, I don't like the situation exactly. Let's just back away. Yep, alright, fine. Shadow Creatures. Get them. Not the best Shadow Creatures I ever saw. Yeah, that's no good. One more Shadow Creatures. Yeah, that's not enough. What you really need was one of those Naga Pack Shadow Creatures that just calls in a whole buttload of Nagas all at once. Like this one. Bam! Nope, but one Salamander. Well, oh well. Yeah, let's just tap this guy. Good. Probably giving that guy too much credit. I should just walk up and tap him with my +8 slaying. Okay, good. Good. Very good. Alright, yeah, this is not terrible. I don't feel like I've been like on the verge of death yet. Certainly been in some uncomfortable situations, but nothing that's made me feel like, oh my god, I'm going to die any moment now. Scroll of Enchant Armor we'll use right away because we want all that AC we can get. AC is up to 17. Was it at 17 before, or was it at 16? I think it was at 17. So, yeah, let's enchant up our Cloak of Preservation. That's the best that we got by far. Okay, fire creatures we can absolutely deal with. Alright. A couple of Nagas. Get Nagas out of here. That's wrong. I'm trying to do like a Midwestern accent, and you say Nagas, but then I don't know how to here was not right. Here, I can't do a very good Midwestern accent, or any sort of accent for any for that matter. You know, I just sort of talk in my voice. Oh my. Many sharpshooters. Well, let's set up a Lightning Spire in the corner. A couple of these guys. Alright, that's a good start. Alright, yeah. Very good start, very good start. You guys can handle this, right? Again, airstrike would be super nice. Don't you think so, game? Don't you think it would be nice if you gave me a shop with airstrike in it? Right now. Okay, well, that was cool. We killed off a lot of them. Shadow creatures. Fine, good enough. Alright, let's just tap this guy. Great. What's here? Ring of Teleportation. Oh, yeah. Cool. Almost up to 100 hit points. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Maybe if I get up to 11 fighting, I'll be fine. I really just wanted to not be at sub 100 hit points anymore. Greater Naga. It's a greater Naga. Oh, it's a greater Naga. Won't you know? I mean, I'm not from the Midwest or anything, so I don't really know what Midwestern people should sound like. I've been to the Midwest. Traveled there. Alright, we've at least got a bunch of Nagas versus this Naga. Oh, it's a Naga. I can't stop. It's like spider. I always say spider in a ridiculous voice. I don't know where that Naga came from. I was just watching that episode of Family Guy the other day where they were talking about tacos. That probably has something to do with it. Probably has a lot to do with it. Because I am just a product of pop culture, and I'll just regurgitate everything I hear. Although not before heavily resynthesizing it out of my head, you know. That's the best you can strive for, right? Nothing is truly original. Everything has a cause. And, you know, everybody is influenced by things around them. You know, nothing is truly creative, one might say. So the best you can do, really, is just to try to absorb as much information as you can and reconstitute it in your brain as much as you can into something that is resembling something original. Because that's the best that originality is, if we're being honest. But I am just copying Family Guy jokes and changing it to Nagas, so I guess that's better than it could be. At least I'm aware of it, right? At least I'm self-aware. And I'm just a zombie programmed by television. Whoa! Interdimensional caravan! We only got about $1,000, but this is great. I think I probably might look for this caravan and then call it a video. Because we're coming up on the hour mark, I think. I haven't actually been recording, or been timing myself, which is so refreshing not to have to do that. Okay, we haven't seen this bazaar, right? No. Or interdimensional. No. Yeah, I think they have relatively long timers. If I feel like it's getting urgent, I will not hesitate to use a magic mapping because I think I've got plenty of those. Cool, alright, yeah, get a little bit of these guys. Dead, just die. Armor skill. You're not Mage yells, run, I'll cover you. Thanks, I appreciate the sentiment, Naga Mage. Okay, we have poison vulnerability for the time being, but that's okay. My Naga Mage is being restricted. Oh man, I can't even do that. That's ridiculous. Alright, let's get up here and handle these guys a little bit. Find this place, man. So I'm sort of moving hastily. Have we seen any... The stately tolling of a bell a long way away, so it's not over here. We sort of were in the upper right corner already, so I'm going to keep exploring up in this general direction, up towards here. Yeah, we've seen this mostly. We need to see over here. Shock Serpent, I'll just tab through the Shock Serpent Naga. Alright, yes, 100 points, alright, which are not fighting. What should we turn on? Let's get our spell casting up a little bit. Just up to 10 or so. Alright, I guess we're collecting a little bit of last minute funds. We can read that scroll of identify on something like this potion. Unification is not worth carrying around. Wooden wand. Nearby, okay, that's nice. Alright. Wand of teleportation. Dude, we've got all the big 3 wands. That's great. Alright, so we are exceedingly happy about that. The thing has got to be in here, right? It's got to be through here. So, that's fine. Alright, let's just fight our way through these jokers. I think that we are good on time so far as that portal is concerned, so let's not be too hasty. Alright, yeah, we can cast deflect missiles again. There it is, right? This is it. Yeah, what's this? Wand of Cold. Oh, okay. Actually, my Wand of Cold only has 2 charges, so let's get a little bit of an upgrade. Yeah, it's still stately, so nothing to be concerned with there. We can just fly over this. So yeah, I can fly. You can fly, you can fly, you can fly. I think that's not the first time I've sung that on this channel either. I'll also probably just repeat my jokes a million times because I'm just a TV zombie with no originality, right? Just repeat my jokes as much as I can. Alright, Flickering Gateway. Let's drop some stuff. Alright, let's see, what can we drop safely? Let's just drop like all of our wands real quick. I think we'll be safe to... Well, I've got a lot of good wands too. Let's just drop all of our food. Alright, now we've got 80%, 5 slots. Alright, just in the off chance. Just in the off chance. Well, yeah, I'll drop, I don't know. Ring of Ice, and, yeah, a couple of these. Let's just read Z right now. I was going to use it on something anyway. Moonstone Ring, +2 intelligence. We're not going to do that. Alright, there's no way we're buying 8 things in here, right? So, yeah, let's just try. I get really paranoid about this stuff. Alright, Wand of Bound. Yeah, okay. Just in case I get, you know, the best bazaar ever. Well, let's check it out. Jewelry boutique. Alright. Yeah, nothing here that's really jumping out at me. Both those rings are kind of double-edged swords. I already have pretty good rings. Like, sustainability is fine. Yeah, that ring is pretty lousy with the intelligence -4, and then the hunger on the other one. I mean, if I were a mummy or something, I might consider that, but then I wouldn't need the RN+, so... I don't know. I'm not thrilled about this door. Ring of Regeneration is always nice, but we've got the troll leather for now. Okay, we've got some stuff. Not too thrilled about that. Okay, I am a little bit happy about this. We'll see if there's anything we need, though. There's still no Book of the Sky, man. That's what I wanted. Let's see if there's another bookshop. Nope. Nothing in here. Done exploring. Alright, I have to say I'm unimpressed by this bazaar. Potion of haste, potion of restore abilities. Yeah, I mean, we could get that. Let's take a closer look at this. Yeah, we are not seeing any strike, right? Oh. Why is that strike? I don't know. I was looking for air strike. Let's see. So, Book of Wizardry. We already know hastes. We could own like Spellforge Servitor. Is there a better summonings book in here? That could be worth picking up. Like, you know, we could summon a bunch of air elementals. It might be worth picking up Wizardry just for Spellforge Servitor. I mean, we don't know Spellforge Servitor. We don't know any conjurations yet. Control. Book of Geomancy is the opposite of what we want. Book of the Warp, we could get there. I mean, Book of Annihilations is something, but we don't have any conjurations yet. I was really hoping for a Book of the Sky somewhere. Book of Cantrips. Do I know Blink? Can I cast Blink? Book of Party Tricks is available. We could learn Blink or just pick up Spatial. Yeah, but for all my gold, I don't know, man. I mean, I've got the same other stasis anyway. I'm just not keen on this bazaar. I feel like I don't want to give it my business. You know, go to some other dimension or something. I could pick up that, but I mean, Glowing Morningstar, Cutlass Spear. I mean, I'm probably just going to use a Holy Weapon eventually. And I've got that Evening Star of Distortion. Any good Conjurations books in here? Air. Book of Annihilations and Party Tricks. Yeah, well, we're sort of out of here. I don't even really want to buy the restore abilities. I've had a surplus in the past. So, yeah, there we go. Let's just pick up all the good stuff. Except for that rotting meat. Well, that was lame. How about we find a better store? Game. How about you don't tease me like that? okay, yeah, fighting off Nagas using my power of, I don't know, executive decision making. Didn't even really contribute there, I just sort of supervised. Yes, alright, why are we so overloaded on stuff? We really need to drop some of that. We've got a lot of food. It might be worth going back up to our stash before Snake 4, Snake 5. Potion of Might, yeah, okay, drop that. Okay, I just want to drop a bunch of this food, for example. Do I have any identifying more? Yeah, not really. Just get a couple of these guys, tap through them. I don't feel that bad about fighting while burdened because, okay, like here I feel bad about burdened. Being burdened, yeah, back away. Oh, he just disappeared. That's pretty lame of you. Just drop this wand of digging for a second. Throw up a lightning spire right there. Yeah, hit him with lightning bolts, dude. Keep hitting him, dude. Keep doing that. Keep doing it. Oh, he belonged to the allies encircled. Very clever of you, Guardian Serpent. Killed the Guardian Serpent. Attack him. Yeah, okay, attack him. Keep attacking. Good. Alright, yeah, Wand of Digging. What can we drop? What do we have? Naga Flesh? Plus 2 into intelligence. Oh, there we go. Oh, hi guys. I hope you enjoy lightning spires, because lightning spires are definitely on the menu. Nope, back off a little bit. Cool, yep, keep attacking, keep attacking. Yep, playing this game executively, basically just shouting every turn. Like any good manager, right? All good bosses shout constantly. It's been my experience, at least. I don't like the fact that there's a shock serpent here. So let's take care of that, can we? No, I don't like the fact that he's blinking allies encircled at us either. I do like the fact that we just got about 1 million Naga friends, so let's keep... Alright, shock serpent died. Some stuff is happening. Cool. Alright, killed the Naga Mage. Guardian Serpent should die in 1 second. Guardian Serpents are intelligent? I mean, I guess Izul is one, but I didn't think Izul was that intelligent. I mean, not to be, like, racist against Guardian Serpents or anything, but, like, what are they? I thought they were snakes. I didn't think they were Nagas. I guess I should read the description of them a little bit. Alright, there we go. Very good, very good, very good. Yes, ignore that. Alright, good. Let's just run up to our stash real quick, because I do have way too much stuff. And I don't want to just drop random food in the middle of nowhere. Alright, here we go. Good. Good. Tap through this. Alright, good. Good. Very good. Excellent. Alright. Lightning Spire still continues to be excellent. Alright. Go up to the stash. Let's go to the stash. Stash, 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 to stash. Growing a mustache. You're not helpless, man. I wonder how much penance, exactly just how much penance that would put me under, you know? Well, when I'm fighting demons and such, it won't make such a big deal. Alright, what can we drop? Alright, Wand of Fire with nothing left in it should just get dropped. Alright. You want to cool, let's see, I want to polymorph just get dropped. Disintegration I've got 2 of, well, alright, that explains there something. Alright, meat rations, bread rations, drop that and 2 of those, and everything but the apricots. Actually, everything but the apples, because I don't like apricots that much. I prefer apples. And, okay, this is looking a little bit better already. Drop the Ring of Ice, because we're not going to use it. Drop this, because we're not going to use it. We do have a Vocable Blink if we need it. Let's not forget about that. Ring of Fire is okay, but let's just keep it here. Protection from Fire I'm just not going to wear, probably, because I already have that bitchin' ring. Pardon my French. Again, I swear a lot in real life. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're a younger viewer or a more sensitive viewer watching this and you are offended by my occasional colorful language, then I really apologize. I try to keep it much more PG-13 than I would be. I don't know. I work as a school teacher by profession, so you know, I mean, you can't have kids coming on watch my channel. They happen to cross my YouTube channel, and I would not want to tarnish my reputation. So kids, if you just heard me say bitchin', I hope you're mature enough to deal with it. Alright, we're still doing okay. Alright, I think we've got time. Let's go and check out the Snake 5. That would be a great place to call the video. Alright, Wyvern die. Very tasty. Anaconda should also die. Yeah, you should die, right? You're gonna die. Alright, Snake 5 is often filled with some nastiness, but nothing we can't handle, especially because snakes are so slow, and we've got summons. So hopefully we will not be overwhelmed. We'll just be able to summon a bunch of summons, and then be on our way. Grab the rune, and leave these Nagas to whatever it is Nagas do. Naga style business. Alright. Yep. Get 'em, guys. Get 'em! Well done. Alright, keep going. Yeah, keep going. Generate Snake 5 real quick. I do think it's interesting how Dungeon Crawl does not use random seeds, but just sort of generates random numbers on the fly, so there's no way to share a dungeon with somebody else, is the unfortunate part. The better part is that you don't have to worry about people scumming with the seeds or anything, like in the way that you can in NetHack. You know, if you start the game at the right time, you can get a favorable loadout or something like that. So Crawl is much less about that. Alright, here's a salamander. I see some lava over there. I wonder if there's going to be like a salamander vault or something like that. I'm not sure. Oh, we got a greater Naga. That's something. Alright, let's move to more shadow creatures, and we're pretty good. Alright, yeah, just get them. Good. So I wonder if it is going to be a salamander vault of some kind, or possibly, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of snakes in general, so yeah, get a dog here. Alright, yeah, these guys blinking, everybody towards me. That does throw off the escape plans a little bit. Alright, no, hit him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Good, alright. Yeah, I mean, they are swarming in a little bit. I feel like I found something like the rune vault. Just because you don't expect to see lava. You don't expect to see lava in the snake pit, right? I mean, you do expect to see salamanders, as of point 14 at least. Snake pit in point 13 used to be much more homogeneous and much easier, if I had to say. It's used to have pretty much just Nagas. They added in the shock serpents and the salamander packs, and also the Naga sharpshooters in point 14. So Snake Pit is a lot more dangerous than it used to be. Just so you know, just for a little Crawl history lesson there. I believe that point 15 is coming out very soon, like as of this month or something. So we'll definitely be doing some point 15 runs as soon as it comes out. Try out the new gods. I know there are at least 2 gods that we should try. I don't think there's any new species this run, but that's okay. New gods are plenty of new content, plus a whole bunch of other changes, including some pretty radical stuff, like you know, no more item weight. Let's definitely get deflect missiles up again. Okay, good. All right. We seem to be doing pretty well. I mean, we could basically just summon an army. Naga Age looked unstable. What happened to you? You teleported out? You decided to teleport away? Naga Mage, that's so dumb. You're a summon. I can't believe that summon had such good self-preserving instincts. Great Sword of Flaming. Okay, so we get a Lightning Spire, we get a couple of these dudes, and we're good, right? We can just handle these guys. No, he's not helpless. Not helpless. He's a jerk. You don't have to stand in the roaring flames, you know, you guys. There's Asterion. Alright, that is absolutely somebody that we should have. Summoning friends. Whoops! Wow, okay, that was less destructive than I thought it was going to be. I think you can get poisoned. Yeah, so all these snakes should actually be very effective, although I don't know if any of them can actually poison him right now. That Black Mamba can, certainly. Alright, so good. Just keep getting them. I think we'll be good. Yeah, he's at yellow. Asterion's kind of a tough customer. I'm pretty sure the Shining One wouldn't mind me killing him. Asterion dies? Yeah, he accepts that. Asterion worships Machleb, who is definitively evil, so... Rune Demon Blade, that's not exactly what I was looking for. Demon Whip would have been better. For me. But we can eat him at least. I'm thinking now... Maybe I should work on getting my shields up to 15. Like, I bet I could wear that shield. And nobody would care that much. Like, my worst spell is haste at 54%. That's still not exactly castable. My worst real spell is deflect missiles. What if I took that shield? Alright, we'll eat Asterion. Delicious. And a salamander. And let's check out this shield. What happens if we wield this shield? +2 shield. And how does that do for my spell casting? Deflect missiles is down. You know what? I'm happy with this. Let's do this, and then we're gonna just pump our shields. All right. Armor is as high as I want it to be. Dodging can always stay on. Charms is about to be. Yeah. Let's turn this on regular. When spellcasting's at 10, that can go off. I just don't like things being between half levels. Usually that means I'll just train it some more, and then I'll forget about it, and then it will be at another half level, and then I have to train it some more, and so it goes in a vicious cycle. Okay, interesting. We seem to have cleared out a good part. We didn't pick up the rune without noticing, right? Haven't found any runes yet. Well, thanks for telling me, game. Just wanted to make sure. I mean, it seems like we cleared out already a good part of the level, including that lava-y bit over there, which had an altar of Machleb. I mean, I guess that explains Asterion's presence, and all the lava and the salamanders. Some sort of hellish, fiery version of the snake pit. I'm not sure I like this, man. I don't know. I don't like these snakes dabbling in the dark magics here. So it's a good thing that we're here, right? The Shining One nipped us in the bud. This evil cult, and yeah, dude, we'll just vanquish evil. In your name. Alright, actually, this is looking like we've explored nearly everything. I mean, the rune vault has got to be here, right? This is the only place left for it to be. Practically. Yeah, okay, this is a rune vault. There's a Greater Naga over here. Let's get a little bit more out into the open, which is the way you want to be as a summoner. Alright, get some shadow creatures, which are even better. Down at the bottom of Snake, we're more likely to get better monsters, I feel. Because we're fighting better monsters, aren't we? Shock Serpent I don't appreciate. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. So we absolutely need some more shadow creatures. Let's just step out of the way. Gently. Alright. Yeah, okay. You're gone, but you can happen. Now we can step forward and kill him, right? Okay. Health is getting a little bit low here. Let's back off just a little ways. I don't think we got the Greater Naga yet. Alright, yeah. You can die. Die, 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 die. Come on, get him. Okay, Anaconda. Yeah, no problem. 3 health. Alright. Let's get our deflect missiles back up, of course. Good, alright, very good. Maybe we did get the Naga. Oh, there's a lot of people coming around, though. Let's make sure we have a good, healthy army of shadow creatures and are not surrounded by those jerks. Let's, in fact, leave, because I don't like this. Alright, yeah, alright. Time for shadow creatures, shadow creatures. Back away, back around the corner. Alright, yep. Keep leaving. Yeah, this is kind of annoying. Did I learn haste? Yeah, well, I could, but okay, yeah, this is really a pain. What I'm going to do is actually enslave a couple of these guys. Enslave you. Nope, enslave you then. Okay, that's something. Alright, let's enslave a couple more. I feel like we can enslave these snakes. Good, alright, good. So we're going to enslave all these snakes and just, that's a guardian serpent. Let's see if we can fight our way through the rest of this. Can we enslave you? I'd appreciate that. Alright, good. Good, alright, yeah, attack these guys. Get them, guys. Get them! Okay, whatever. We've got a pet friend. Alright, yep. Pet anaconda is really helpful. Oh yeah, and our troll leather armor is super nice. I mean, we should have backed off to heal, and I was going to, but in actuality, because of the troll leather, we're doing amazingly well in the health department. I wish we had a magical equivalent. If we ever found moon troll leather armor, you know, that's actually really solid armor. I've found that once or twice, and it works well on a lot of different characters. Oh man, we're an aerator now. We just upgraded from a cloud mage to an aerator. And I don't even know if I like that, honestly. I think I prefer Cloud Mage. So maybe we should try to get a new title. But in any case, that's pretty cool. Very, very skilled with the air magics. For whatever good that is, we can cast excellent lightning spires. And our deflect missiles is not bad. I guess that's better than nothing. Cool, alright, yeah, you can die. Don't want to get in too deep. We saw how that was. Even though these guys are slow, those guardian serpents and their blink allies in circle is actually quite a pain. It's like they're running at you super fast, faster than you can deal with. And also those snakes can outrun you. You know, an anaconda can outpace me, even when I'm flying. Okay, here we go. This is obviously a rune vault. Let's, now that we've got these guys' attention, let's back them out here. Get a couple of, there we go. Yeah, good old helper dudes, alright. Yeah, let's see if we can get these guys dead. 2 greater nagas is slightly unfortunate. Anaconda's dead, alright, yeah, we will be able to get more shadow creatures. Good, okay. I feel like this is going to be okay. I still feel like I don't want to be next to this greater naga. Let's just back away a little bit and let these guys handle it. Yeah, get them. Yeah, you guys can handle this, right? Yeah, you can handle all this. Okay, the allies blunk encircled. That's what I was afraid of. Alright, good. One of them died. That's what we're really concerned with. I mean, all of these foes are fairly dangerous. Yeah, we're actually getting quite a few of them right now. Alright, I don't like these guardian serpents being here, because they could blink allies in the circle. And with the greater nagas and such, that is not something we want to deal with at all. Alright, lightning spire, a couple of these guys, yep, go and get them. Where are those guys coming from? They must be freshly spawned. I think I pretty thoroughly cleared out most of the rest of the area. Okay, yeah, I get them. Good, alright, very good. Good summon. Who's a good summon? You's a good summon, yes you are. Very good, alright. Whoa, okay, yeah, this is fairly dangerous, alright. Shadow creatures. Alright, that's slightly better. Alright, there we go, yeah, we can handle this now. We're still being constricted, but there we go, we took him out. Alright, very nice. Alright, now the sharpshooter. We're handling Snake like it's nothing, man. So I'm pretty happy about this character. You know, I mean, there's definitely ways that it could be better. I mean, it would be so nice to have, like, a lightning bolt. I'm going to keep complaining about it until it happens. or a better summon spell, for example. Maybe I should have picked up Summon Air Elemental or something, but we're pretty good. We're doing okay. I would love to have Airstrike. That's probably my most wished spell. If I ever had anything, if I got a Scroll of Acquirement, I don't even know. I might wish for like I might wish for a spell book. I might even wish for a staff so I can do a staff of air. But I'd probably just end up getting a staff of summoning or something lame. I'd probably wish for a book, honestly. Maybe I'd be more, I think I'd be more likely to get an air-heavy book, considering my considering what I've got and considering what I've seen. So I might even wish for a book. Although, of course, there's lots of good. Oh, we got a pet Greater Naga. Greater Naga fight. Get him. Snake fight. Snake fight. More, please. All right. Yeah, more. Just more of this. All right. Let's get like back down here and just put a Lightning Spire right here. Actually, how about right here? Good. Alright, that's a perfect place for it. Keep on getting him. Alright, very good. Very nice, dudes. Is that everybody? No, you got this. Alright, Shadow Creatures. Cool. My Shadow Creatures hunger out. Shadow Creatures is still pretty hungerful, but you know, so is a lot of other stuff. Guardian Serpent fight. We got a Lightning Spire, and maybe a few more Shadow Creatures ought to help. Yeah, we got a pet Anaconda. Is gonna really cinch it for us. Not to mention tab power, reach level 17. Very good. Alright, yeah, we can tap through you, but we can't anyway, so let's just back away from you. And he dies. Oh, there it is! We got the rune. It was hiding right behind there. Alright, we didn't even get to see its cool color palette. I'm pretty sure it's just green and more green, you know, bright green snake-colored rune. Because this is the Serpentine rune. I don't even know what that means. Is it a rune made out of snakes? Is it made out of snake skin? Does it look like a snake? A lot of the other ones are sort of more descriptive. They're like materials or something. Like the Obsidian rune, you sort of get the feeling like it's made out of obsidian, you know. I mean, the Serpentine rune, what does that even mean? Is it just like long and noodly? I guess Tile's Answers might have an answer for that because there's a picture of it, but we can use our imagination. Okay, yep, just tab through the rest of this. Now that I've got the rune, I feel invincible. Alright, let's go back to our stash and we'll call it a video because it has been, I think, an hour and a half. I've got to get going in a minute. But that was too good to pass up. You know, I had an awkward breaking point in the last video, and now we've got a perfect breaking point. 1 rune acquired. So this character's got serious promise. He's pretty sweet. We've got a rune. That's better than a lot of characters can say. So next time we'll probably head down into the shoals because we can fly. We got deflect missiles, man. We got it all. So hopefully we'll find a couple spells, staff of air, a bunch of good stuff down in the shoals, and whatever else, man. We'll definitely find another rune down there or die trying. So thanks for watching, you guys. It's been fun. I'll see you next time.